Wasn't that a big lie? The game that completes the path shows you how Big Boss becomes a villain. None of it. It's a cool trailer. I mean, Kojima has an eye for trailers, like I said before. It's a pretty cool trailer. It's actually the launch trailer for the game when it finally came out. But of course, as we know, there's just a lot of dumb things there. But I always love the part in that trailer when like Boss stops and turns and looks at the Metal Gear that's trapped instead of like running continually like any sane person would be doing. Like, oh cool, it's stopped. Don't stop. Keep running. Also, what's up, Friendly Tiger and Ronnie? Hello. Good to see y'all again. We're diving back into it. The hunt for the legendary Gunsmith continues. And so that means, unfortunately, I need to do more side missions. So, after last time, the frustration of, like, not being able to get those missions to appear, I Googled it, of course, and found out that a lot of people were having the same problem. And apparently, when I played through my other 2 times casually, I guess I did more side missions. I've been focused more on mission to try to keep things entertaining, you know, moving along for you guys. So you're just not watching me do some stupid side missions constantly, just actually doing plot. But it turns out I need to do side missions. There's 3 places: the Uwala Yamasa in Africa, which I've already done, the Afghanistan Central Base Camp, and the Yako Obo Supply Outpost in Afghanistan. Those are the 3 areas where the legendary Gunsmith missions appear. But if there is a side mission on top of there, something stupid like clear out the mines or whatever, you have to do that first. Once it's completed, then it will pop up the other mission for the Gunsmith. So it's like, okay, so this is a known thing that people have been experiencing. So that's what I'll be kind of tackling tonight, at least a little bit. As you may be aware, I did take last night off from streaming. I was watching the Game Awards with the faintest of hopes that something about Bayonetta 3 would be shown. Nope, I am very, very concerned about that game. As I have told the other members of the Bayonetta speedrunning Discord that I'm a moderator in, because it's been exactly 1 year that the teaser trailer was shown for Bayonetta 3. We haven't seen or heard anything other than we're working on it. We haven't seen screenshots, we haven't seen a title, we haven't heard anything at all. It's been complete and total radio silence for a year. And that is a not good sign to have for a game. You need to have information coming out to say, hey, something's happening, you know, we're still developing it, here's a screenshot, anything. And we got nothing. So I'm not even thinking that the game's going to come out in 2019. I'm thinking probably 2020 at this point, if we're lucky. I know some people were also disappointed that Metroid Prime 4 was not shown last night, but I didn't really expect that to be happening, because when they first announced it, I think it was E3 maybe this year that it happened, or whenever it did, all that they showed off, it wasn't E3, it was a Nintendo Direct. All they showed off was just a temporary title card for Metroid Prime 4, like somebody threw it together in Photoshop real quick. And basically say, hey, we're working on the game. It's like, well, if you're at that stage only, you're like not even in alpha, you're still planning. You haven't done anything, you don't have graphics, you don't even probably have storyboards at that point. You've just greenlit the idea that, yes, let's create this game. So, I wasn't expecting to see anything about that. I don't expect Metroid Prime 4 to hit anytime, probably until 2020, 2021. And I'll let you all in on a secret too, I am not a Metroid Prime fan. It's mostly probably due to the controller. I've tried to play that game every so often. Oh jeez, this guy's still causing problems, but he's locked up in the brig. It's just basically, it's a controller for me. It's not a bad game. It's kind of interesting. You have to scan a lot of stuff, but you spend so much time like scanning everything. You know, with the GameCube controller, the trigger buttons, you have to click really far in, and with my arthritis, that just kills me. So I've actually found it more enjoyable to play on an emulator, on the Dolphin emulator, because I can use my Xbox 360 triggers, and those are far more better and easier on my hands. Even like if I were to, I could probably use my PlayStation 4 controller on it as well, because you can use it on PC with, I think it's DS4 is the program. So shotguns, decoys, let's go to helmets, those are a problem.
Unit dispatched.
and something else here. But yeah, it's like emulation has really kind of rescued me for my health problems on some aspects. Like, let's get rid of shotguns, those are worse. Basically, I have 3DS. I love the 3DS. I think it's a neat little handheld system, but unfortunately, I can't play it. I have very large hands. Like I said, in bad arthritis, so the angle I have to hold it in is very tight and narrow, and my hands start to cramp up like after 25-30 minutes of playing. Thankfully, emulation, the Citra emulator, has come quite some ways on it, like working well. So actually, I bought Metroid: Samus Returns, which is like the remake of Metroid 2, which was on the Game Boy, and I wasn't able to play it because of my arthritis. But it's fully 100% playable on PC now, so I'm like, awesome, so I can actually play it and enjoy it. Let's see, that's not the right one. Where's this? Eastern Communications Post. Tanya Bandit Village. Okay, let's jump here to Afghanistan and see which ones are available. I think the blueprint is also another one you need to complete too. So.
Landing zone.
But if anybody watched the Game Awards, what did you think of it last night? If sound off if you want to. If not, that's cool too. I thought it was interesting. There's some neat games shown off. Red Dead Redemption 2 kept winning everything, it seemed like. I was like, okay, best mobile game, Red Dead Redemption 2. Best game of 2025 that hasn't come out yet, Red Dead Redemption 2. It's like, guys, can't win everything, you know. That's all cool. So primary weapons, buddy support. Quiet, I have quiet now, yes. Hey, baby, boo. It's like baby and boo boo together, hey, baby.
Deploying.
It's like Rocky trying to talk. Yeah, not really too much was shown. They were bragging about their world exclusives. The big thing that kind of came out in my eyes was Mortal Kombat 11 got premiered. They finally released it, like a trailer for it. And the cool thing is that, well, two things. One is Mortal Kombat 11 and Devil May Cry 5. So, Mortal Kombat 11 got announced. Pardon me, they had a neat little trailer about it. No gameplay yet. But there is a quote-unquote community event being shown off on January 17th, which is probably going to be showing gameplay at that point in time, announcing characters, things of that nature. And the game, pardon me, releases upcoming April. So it's coming out very short, 6 months, or actually about 5 months or so. So that's pretty cool that they kind of sprung release it. You know, like, hey, we've been working on it in secret, we haven't told you about it, but it's coming out pretty soon. And Devil May Cry 5 actually has a demo that's out right now, and I can't play it because I don't have an Xbox One. Microsoft ponied up the money for an exclusive demo. So if you have an Xbox One, and if you like Devil May Cry or action games like Bayonetta, definitely go download it and have fun, but unfortunately I'm going to be missing out on it.
Be careful down there, boss.
Which is a shame because I really, really want to play that game, and I hate exclusives like that, like for either system, where it's like, okay, it's coming out for all these systems, but we're gonna lock it onto this system for a demo. It's like, it's not cool.
Please.
And I'll say that even if it's a game like just for like, if it's multi-platform and it's only on Switch or PlayStation 4, you know, and if Xbox gets screwed out, I think that's a bad idea. Kind of like with Street Fighter V. I don't like Street Fighter V at all. I've made my opinion on that quite vocal.
Marker placed.
But I still don't like the fact that Xbox users got screwed out of that game. Like, it didn't come out for it all. It came out for PC and PlayStation 4, but Xbox owners don't get it, never got it at all. I don't think that's cool. I need to do a supply drop. I forgot to give myself a tranquilizer gun. Oops. The woo
Please
pistol.
select and supplies requested.
I don't think there's a crack up there for me to climb. It's always hard for me to spot cracks in the walls to see what I can climb up. Whoa, frame rate. Let me explore real quick.
Supply drop complete.
No cracks. Nothing to climb. Okay. So I gotta run up the highway. Alright, I got my woo pistol. It's kind of weird with this game. Like, there's a lot of graphical pop-in. If you like if you're not playing, if you're sitting back and watching, if you look into the distance, you'll all of a sudden see like bushes and details kind of pop in, become clear. But if you're playing the game, you really tend to not notice it. Which if you didn't notice it before, you're probably gonna start noticing it now because I pointed it out to you. I'm sorry. Where I'm at right now is actually one of the locations where you go and fight the Metal Gear to end the game, quote unquote, end the game. Let's see, I am still need to run this direction. Should have brought a vehicle. I forgot about this part needing to run forever. Oops. And of course, let me know if any type of adjustments need to be made for audio again. Something I always appreciate. Especially because last time I was doing my little boring PlayStation thing showing how you can spruce them up, which got kind of old, and then I was in a lot of pain and stopped playing, so... I was flying above. There's something up there. I doubt it. I mean, they would have to pay him a lot of money to come back to Konami after what they did to him. So I don't think that would happen, to be honest. I think pretty much the Metal Gear franchise is dead.
Complete.
Or if they did, I mean, like, for one, like, they'd also have to give him, like, a lot of assurances. Like, okay, you will have free reign, we will not interfere with your development of the game. But then at the same time, I expect them to put on, like, strict requirements, like, your budget is no more than $60 million. The game has to come out within 2 years of this time period. Things of that nature is what I would expect if there were to be any type of deal. Yeah, so I think the series is unfortunately dead, and it's never going to be completed. I mean, this was the game that was supposed to complete it anyway. And you even saw in the trailer, is like, you know, the one that brings everything full circle, it's like, it didn't even come close. So, if they make another one, I just don't see people getting behind it. I mean, they'd have to do a lot to get people involved again. Myself included. I mean, I bought this game when it came out. I knew it was going to be the last Konami game that I ever bought. And then I lied to myself because then I bought the game again on PC. But I just bought a brand new graphics card. Street Fighter V was a bust, and I'm like, you know what, I've heard that this looks so much better on PC, let's just buy it. It was like on sale for, I think, $30. Because they've been out for a couple months, so I bought it on PC, and that was the last Konami game I've ever bought. Excuse me for a second, need to switch out drinks. Here we go. Metal Gear Survive, I will not play at all. Ever. Ah, Diet Dr. Pepper. So carbonated. I know, the thing is, though... Oh, that's a lie. No, it's fine. People like Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola. It's not bad. I like the real stuff with sugar, but I've had weight loss surgery, as I tell pretty much everybody nonstop, constantly. Did you know I've had weight loss surgery? I did. It's true. But, it's like... So I drink Diet Coke a lot of times, and I don't like Diet Coke. So the only thing I can, like, halfway stomach is Coke Zero, which is like a combination kind of like of normal Coke flavor and Diet Coke. So it makes it like kind of passable, but if you're not used to it, it's going to taste really funky.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
There's the blueprints.
Marker
Okay.
placed.
So yeah, I drink mostly diet stuff, and I'm not really supposed to be drinking carbonated sodas to begin with, because it's not really too good for my stomach. Carbonation in a tight sleeve situation for weight loss surgery is
Approaching.
very uncomfortable, so usually I try to get all the carbonation out of it that I can. Someone got pulled away by a balloon. You know, his commander's probably like, are you drunk? Are you sure you haven't been hitting the vodka before your post?
Analysis complete.
I mean, it's all cool. I mean, we're all drinking too, but I mean, should probably not do that. Hopefully I packed some C4.
He's coming too.
Crap, I didn't. Alright. Excellent. Good job, me. Hide in the bushes. So I'm going to do a supply drop for C4. I am completely unprepared for this side op.
Please select supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Okay, it's a decoy. Yeah, so like my all-time favorite soda. All-time favorite. Like, if I had to drink only one soda for the rest of my life and it wouldn't make me weigh like 400+ pounds again, I would definitely say Big Red. I freaking love Big Red. Big Red soda is the bee's knees. If I'm not sure why that's a thing, why bees have knees, or why I'd be concerned about them, why they're good, but I love Big Red soda. And we used to have it here in Erie for, like, there was one place, the Kmart had it of all places. Kmart, laughably. Then Walmart got it, and then nobody has it anymore, so that's a shame. Diet Big Red? Absolutely terrible. You have to go for, like, the full sugar version. If you go for the, like, diet version, it's just nasty. They did not figure out how to make that taste good at all. Let's see. Run up top. I'm basically going to try to take out the communication satellites while I'm here as well. So that way, if they call for backup, they can't do anything about it. It's basically going to go to nobody. Okay, so that's what I'll hit up again on the way out. Gymkata! I love yelling Gymkata. It's just too much. It's too great of a movie. If you've never seen Gymkata, it is absolutely hilarious. It is a 1980s B-movie schlockfest where some guy has to win the most dangerous game ever in Parmesan, like Parmesan cheese, but now a country. And
Enemy presence detected.
in order to put like a missile base. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. And basically the guy was a real-life gymnast, but they decided to make it like an action movie, so he combines karate with the stealth of, like, with gymnastics. So it's like, it's absolutely cheesy. It doesn't make sense. There's plot holes galore, but it is great. It is a fun movie to watch. Yeah, so I think they have it on YouTube to rent for like $2 or something crazy. I don't think MGM has released it again.
Analysis complete.
And I was talking to Mike Nelson of Rift Tracks. He goes in his Rift Track channel one night, and I got to talk to him for a little bit. I was like, why have you guys not done Gymkata? And he said, like, the very reason why we haven't is because MGM wants a figure somewhere in the six-figure range to license the movie for just a one-time showing. Not a full release, like, they own the rights to distribute their copies of the movie, but just a one-time showing in the theaters for one day. They want, like, 6 figures. They're like, we're not going to have people fund it. You know, we're not going to do, like, a GoFundMe, which they've done before for other movies to show, but, like, we're not going to ask people to try to put a bill that huge. Yeah, if you can watch Gymkata, if you can find the torrent of it somewhere or download it, I highly recommend it. It's a fun, stupid movie to watch. As well as cult classic films. Let's see, what was it? There was a YouTube. Give me 1 second. Yes. So there was like a podcast type situation called How Did This Get Made on Gymkata. It's like an hour and 36 minutes. It sounds like a long time to listen to something. Kind of is. But it is funny because they just run through like the brief outline of the movie. I watched the trailer first, at least on YouTube. They run through a brief outline of the movie and just start tearing it to pieces, like how it doesn't make sense and how dumb it is. And, you know, you'll have one scene one way, like everyone has guns trying to shoot them, to the next they're all bows and arrows and primitive. It just doesn't make sense, but these guys make it hilarious to listen to. Alright. I hear music. As if there was any other way to take music in.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You have arrived at your destination. Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
This place always makes me nervous because I can hear like rumbling, but it makes it sound like it's a car, but it's just the power generators going. So let's see, what other... I don't think the side ops are going to reappear just yet. Until I head back to the mobile air command. But there is a car back here. Let's take this. Let's see, so checking my memory, and totally not Google, I looked up Afghanistan Central Base Camp. That's Permi Supply Outpost. Okay, so that's one of them right here. So that's fine. Not sure what that is. And Afghanistan Central Base Camp is not a location in the game. Somebody just probably thought they remembered what it was. MGS 5. Okay, so it's supposed to be... Okay, I take that back. It is. It's up here. Okay. I was mistaken. Mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. I am admitting to being completely wrong on that. Interesting, I could have sworn I planted a C4 up on top here for this radar dish, and it's still intact. Yeah, how did it survive the C4? There we go. Okay, so let's get a helicopter, get out of here, which will then cause the stuff to refresh. Well, yeah, it's like LA. You don't walk anywhere in LA. It doesn't matter if, like, you're going to your neighbor's house 2 houses down, you get in your car, drive about 75 feet, and get out. I figured he's been smoking all day, he's got to be tired, he's winded. I'm making him run around constantly. Why not give them a short little 20-second break, if that, in a car? Okay, let's see how much bull drop that is.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Not too bad. How far off is that, though?
Marker placed.
300 meters? Really? That's like almost no drop for this thing, man. And because I can, full Rambo. Haha, I got the other ones back there.
Sun will set shortly.
Departing.
So you can blow up those fuel tanks, but I don't know if it does anything in the game. Like, you can do the sabotage
Extraction
missions, like I
arrived
sent out
at
people to
Mother Base.
destroy, like, or intercept helmet supplies, things like that nature.
You captured it alive.
Blowing up those fuel tanks, I really don't know if it does anything or not. Like, if it affects the trucks driving around. Because it seems like whenever you land on the map, there's always about 1 or 2 trucks driving wherever you are. When you get into Africa, there's usually a supply truck or 2, and then maybe a Jeep or 2 driving as well.
Boss, that man you picked up in Walla Yamasa is a top-notch gunsmith. We got plenty of work for him. But it turns out that he's just the apprentice
Finally,
of a
okay,
so-called
cool.
legendary gunsmith.
Yay, progress!
If this legendary gunsmith is all he's cracked up to be, we could really use him on our side. The apprentice gave us the whereabouts of his master. If you've got the time, go and grab him. I've added the details to your side ops list.
Maybe you know I got the time.
Development project has been added.
Oh. If you ever make a wrong selection in this game, it's faster to just close out the iDroid and open it back up, which is basically your start button or options on the PlayStation 4. Okay, so that's still locked. What else can I do then? Game, why did you lie to me? Hey, we got something new to develop for you. Sucker, you checked actually. Lied to you.
Please specify a project.
Pardon me. Okay, so now it's cool about when you get the gunsmith, you can take suppressors, any type of suppressor, and put them on any gun just about. So you can take even like the submachine gun suppressors and put them on your pistol. However, if your pistol does not have a scope on it, which some of them do, then you're in trouble because it's going to cover up your iron sight, so you can't see exactly where you're aiming. So, not the best thing to be doing. Okay, stun, hand grenades, get that going. Stronger one, stun grenades, get that going too.
Weather will clear shortly.
Stun arm, why not? It's just money. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but you can see my money there on the left is in the red. That's not good. So, it's time to sell off some resources. Again, more of the gold that I should be holding on to, or the precious metals, the diamonds, so forth. Oh hey, cool, I didn't know that I was downloading something. My brother plays Fortnite, and I forgot to remove it off the PlayStation 4. So hopefully, no, it doesn't look like I was dropping any frames, so that's good. Fuel I don't really like spending, but I mean, what else do I have? What else can I sell? In a pinch, Yeah, you can sell tanks for a lot of money. I mean, these are 100,000 each. Okay, so that's a pretty decent amount for money. I'm covered now. So let's track down the next legendary gunsmith mission. Get to that. I like this. Extract the legendary gunsmith again.
Please select a landing zone.
Okay, so a lot of resources here. I'm gonna take a peek over here. There's two different ways to enter into this base. The right side tends to be a little bit easier to do, a little bit safer. Not as confrontational. So now let's make sure I have the correct equipment this time. Secondary weapon. Ooh, pistol. And items, let's see. Hand grenade, yeah, so support weapons. Need C4. That's good to set stuff off with, of course. Okay, now I am all fully equipped.
Deploying.
I don't see why it has to be like a legendary gunsmith to do this, because technically any gunsmith can modify a weapon. They're trained to do that. Why you need a legendary guy to put suppressors on your weapons is beyond me. But of course, this is a universe where we have giant, like 200-foot tall bipedal tanks, so who knows? Yes, it does. I can explain it, actually, just to make sense and speed things up. It is the body of Volgin from Metal Gear Solid 3, the main bad guy from that game. He's alive in zombie form, being controlled by Psycho Mantis. And apparently he magically comes awake, being controlled by him because of his hatred for Big Boss after he wakes up from his coma, which doesn't make sense because Big Boss was never in the coma. It was just his body double that they made, because I was the medic from Ground Zeroes, so... You know, why he'd suddenly go, oh, he's alive now, and he's angry, it doesn't make sense, because, like I said, he was never in the coma to begin with, so he's bound by his hatred to try to destroy you and kill you. And then, eventually, in one of the side missions after you quote-unquote beat the game, more stuff unlocks, and you do a side mission and you get to him and he kind of grabs you and you're thinking, oh, I'm dead, and then he just falls over dead himself, and that's it. It's like, wow, that was a non-conclusion. There is actually a mission coming up pretty soon in Africa where I actually will be running face-to-face with them and have to face off against them. Which, just like the first level of the game, which is totally bonkers,
Marker placed.
Anything you shoot at him, like bullets and stuff, he absorbs in his body and will shoot them right back at you, so you gotta be careful. It's basically in like the mission that's coming up in Africa is basically hit them with water or knock them into water as best you can, then hope you can get the helicopter down to land fast enough to get you out of dodge, because you really can't win that fight head on. There's no like shooting them and beating them that way with any type of guns. Wow, that's awesome. Quiet found the person I'm looking for already. That's why Quiet is awesome. Yeah, there is actually a squirt gun you can get. I don't know when I get the ability to develop that, however. But unfortunately, you gotta be kinda close, so... It's a little dangerous, because he also chucks fireballs at you too, so... It's not exactly a straight-off walk in the park.
The map has been updated.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. You have arrived at your destination.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
There are processed materials everywhere here. This is another big area for a lot of things, a lot of materials. You saw me crawl in to get Huey on the other side of the base. So this is like the other side that you guys didn't get to see last time.
Roger that.
Lock the door, please. Thank you. Yes, I'm not gonna tell you anything. Tell me. Well, if you insist, I mean.
Analysis complete. Marker placed.
It's like, oh no, the door is locked. Master key. I know it seems like overkill, but I have placed C4 before for those radio things, like, and it have it not take it out. It's like, why? There's a firing range nearby, which is why you hear those little pot shots going on. People are practicing.
You have arrived at your destination.
That's gonna be my ticket out of here. Good job, Snake. Need you to fall down, please. Alright, you're gonna die. You were warned. Do you think there would be like something hidden way out here, like on the gun range? There's nothing. No plants, nothing.
Analysis complete. Side ops list updated.
Okay, subject is in.
Spit it out.
Extraction arrived
Where are
at
your
Mother Base.
I mean, would you really want to have somebody who squeals so easily on you in your base camp?
The map has been
I'm sure I can trust him.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
He's a valuable soldier at the Diamond Dogs, and he squeals at the drop of a hat. I didn't even have to hold him hostage or anything, he just told me everything. It was embarrassing. So before I take my magical balloon right up, anti-air, gotta take that out. we'll do a
Anti-air
airstrike.
radar.
Marker
Neutralize
analysis
that, and our
complete.
choppers can breathe a little easier.
Okay, let's call in an airstrike.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's like, this is how you recruit people. It's like, do you really want to recruit people like this who are just going to squeal constantly? I mean, no one can hold out for torture indefinitely. It's impossible.
Strike will commence
But it's
shortly.
like, don't even try.
Destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate
Extraction
a landing zone
arrived
near
at
the
Mother
outpost.
Base.
Yeah, I mean, you could take him back to your base and torture him, but it just doesn't make sense. I mean, it's just a waste of resources, and Ocelot doesn't really like torture in this game for some reason. It's anti to his character. Kaz would be. It seems like Kaz and like Ocelot were reversed character-wise. Let me guess, he's not the legendary gunsmith.
Seems that he's not the legendary
How did I
gunsmith
know?
either. Just another one of his apprentices. Now I'm really dying to meet this guy. We got intel on his location from the apprentice. Think you can recover him? I've added the details to your side ops list.
Please select a mission.
So before I do that, I'm going to head back to Mother Base. As I said, if you're gone for too long, then morale drops, and you don't want that to have that happen this early in the game. Morale is important to keep high. Pardon me. Okay, so let's see what combat deployments can I send somebody else on. Excuse me, if anything, I am very burpy. There's a Dr. Pepper, for whatever reason, holds onto its
Please
carbonation
select
way
a
too
mission.
well. Okay, so I can do other stuff. Let's see, body armor, that's a good one to get rid of. If you ever see directional mines, jump on that quickly. Do not let directional mines ever exist, because those things are nasty surprises.
Unit dispatched.
Okay, so let's head back to Mother Base real quick.
Please select a landing.
Just gonna jump in,
Heading
salute the
to
troops,
Mother
and
Base.
take a shower and run back out and get the last guy again. Alright. Ugh. Vanilla Coke. Or as I call it, vanilla extract with a drop of Coke. Coca-Cola hasn't really figured out how to make vanilla Coke right, in my opinion. It's just way, way too strong. For me, I like making it myself. If I have like a little bit of vanilla extract, I'll put a drop or so in a can of soda or a glass, and that's perfect. It's exactly what you want. Pepsi does it really well. They have a really good vanilla Pepsi. But vanilla Coke is just like, even with vanilla Coke Zero, just to me tastes like you're drinking pure vanilla extract with a hint of Coke to it. It's just like, it's way too strong. But the absolute worst vanilla thing I've ever drank in my entire life was my mom bought it. And I've tried it before, I've made that mistake, and if I knew she was going to be doing this, I would have called her off on it, because I got her into whiskey. She loves whiskey. So she bought a bottle of Jim Beam Vanilla. That stuff is, if you combine, like each sip is like if you down an entire bottle of vanilla extract and rubbing alcohol together. It's just wrong on so many levels, and it's gross tasting. It's undrinkable, and it just sticks to your tongue, and you cannot get rid of that taste. So during Thanksgiving, my sister, her husband came along, and he likes whiskey too, so it's like, okay, cool, we got 3 whiskey drinkers in the house, let's load up on it. My mom and I were going to jump out the Jim Beam whiskey down the drain because it's just undrinkable. He's like, no, save it, I'll try it and see if I like it. He almost did a spit take when he tried it. I mean, he took a little sip and just almost puked almost. It was horrendous. He was like, oh my god! I'm like, dude, I warned you.
Project has been added.
It is undrinkable.
Roger.
It's like you can try mixing it with Coke, Dr. Pepper, root beer, it doesn't matter. It just overpowers everything you put it into.
This is Pequod, on station at LZ.
Speaking of Coke and Pepsi and sodas in general, or Cokes, or whatever you want to call it wherever you are in the country, because it's called a different thing wherever you go. When I was living in Tucson, I couldn't understand why like a lot of Mexicans were drinking Pepsi. Like they would come up to Tucson and stuff like that, and or they lived in the area and they'd drink Pepsi nonstop. I'm like, why don't you guys drink Coke? They're like, we don't like it. This tastes like Coke. I was like, it's Pepsi. Coke, like Pepsi and Coke taste differently. I didn't understand it. So then I went down to Nogales with my friends, and I had a Coke, which was made from real sugar down there. It's a different type of sugar. And it tastes just like Pepsi does up here. So I'm like, oh, I get it now. So Pepsi does taste, like a full-blooded sugar Pepsi tastes like Coke does in Mexico. So I was like, I made the connection. So it was kind of interesting to see. One of those interesting things you find out moving around and going to different countries and seeing the world. Other than Nogales had like dirt cheap booze that's way stronger. Like, the regulations for walking across the border, at least it was like almost, 15 years ago when I was in Tucson, Arizona, was you could carry one bottle of alcohol with you back across the border. So my friends and I, we'd all agree on what we were going to be drinking that night and go drive 45 minutes down to the south to Nogales, walk across the border, and go to the liquor store and buy our one bottle of booze and walk it back over. So the thing is, like, these big giant, like, was it 750 milliliter bottles of Kahlua here in the States, I think where I'm at, costs about close to $35-40, and it's like 35%, 40%, yeah, I think it's about 35% by volume alcohol. In Mexico, you could buy it for about $8, same size bottle, and it'd be 80 proof. It was like, whoa. So, yeah, one time we just went across and we got mudslides. It was great. Extract the legendary Gunsmith yet again. I think this is the final one I have to do. So yeah, I bought a bottle of Kahlua and other stuff too. It was great. Alright.
Please select a landing zone.
The outpost. Let's head up here.
Heading to Afghanistan.
That's where I got spotted last time. Didn't go too well. So hopefully this doesn't do it. Alright, let's go at night.
Deploying.
Unfortunately, I don't think my bond is increasing with Quiet until I do an actual mission with her again. So I think I'm still stuck at like 20% or so. No, actually, no, I need to get to 20 in order to unlock a different gun, like a silenced gun for her. So I don't think my bond is going up with her just having her with me, but she's still a good scout. Pardon me. Cool. Okay, so I guess it decided to do it. So, Guilty Butterfly, I think, is her tranquilized version of a gun. Hey, Pat. Yes, more snake. More sneaky snake. Ooh, that would be good to have a voice mod for this game. I think you can do it on PC. To replace your Snake's voice with, like, Snake from Simpsons. That would be worth it. I would be down for that modification. There is Helma back here, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's see what I can develop for... I can develop her gun now.
Please specify a project.
Guilty Butterfly, yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so my bond did go up with her, so that's neat.
Approaching.
Okay, so yes, that's for the walker gear. Ooh, 350,000 bucks? Jeez. Yes, oh god, not Snake's Revenge. Never Snake's Revenge. Even joking, never that game. Although I should Probably do the MSX games one of these days. So I do have those on the Metal Gear Solid collection. The HD collection has Metal Gear 1 and 2, the MSX versions. With the sadly edited out versions where you no longer have Dwight D. Eisenhower as the Colonel and Mel Gibson as Solid Snake. Could have sworn there's helmet back here. Normally it shows up like right as day on the night vision goggles. Oh well. Okay, so let's have Quiet start to scout out where I need to go.
Buddy has infiltrated our map.
The Pachi
has been
slot.
updated.
That'd be interesting. I mean, you'd have to create an entire game around it, to be honest, because, I mean, it's got the ridiculously well done cutscenes for, like, Metal Gear Solid 3. They redid them. They look absolutely amazing, but it's a physical pachinko machine instead. So if somebody were to make like a digital version like they did like Pinball Arcade, where you just take a physical game and transform it, that'd be kind of interesting, but I don't know, I think a lot of people would probably be bored to tears with Pachinko. They don't realize how boring of a game it kind of is.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Quiet, you're telling me you scouted this entire base and found one person? I call them lies. Horrible, pathetic lies. Try again, please. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd lose my Twitch account if I were to preview that. And also probably be laughed off, too.
Analysis complete. Buddy has infiltrated our map has been updated. Analysis complete.
I think there's an anti-aircraft gun. Yes, there is. Oh, bippity.
Analysis complete.
Let's face it, if you have the Solid Snake condom, you're probably never going to be able to use it anyway.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Yes, it's made of cardboard. Hope that doesn't cut you up too much, babe.
The map has been updated.
Oh, I missed. I thought I was going to land on that, and as you see, the results didn't quite work.
Boss!
I thought I was going to land on the upper lip. No, that didn't work right. Oops. Yeah, paper cuts are bad. Cardboard cuts. Oh, that is the thing of nightmares. Cardboard cuts are the worst. Supply drop.
Enemy presence detected. The map, please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
This is a suppressor. It is.
Supply drop
Really
complete.
awesome. Good going, game.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Or, Instead of being made of cardboard, what if it was made from snake skin? Because I mean, it's solid snake. You know, it goes with it. How is it missing? See, that guy got hit. Those two are down. That guy's inside.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Кто-нибудь снимите меня!
Where are your friends?
You gotta
The
extract
map
him.
has been updated.
Кто-нибудь помогите!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
Okay, so now it hit him. Why is it not hitting? Good lord, I don't know why it's missing. The guy's head's behind.
Subject on board.
Это КП, понял. Внимание всем постам. Противники где-то прячутся. Найти их. Конец связи.
Tried to go the stealth route, they just wouldn't let me do it. This is what happens.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
Let's call in a helicopter just to land right in the middle of the base.
Requested.
That's the fastest I've ever picked up materials
Strike
before.
will commence shortly.
Dude, quiet, you're harshing my buzz. That's right, kill you with your own gun. Take that. Then I finish you with mine. Haha.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Enemy presence detected.
This is B-Quad.
No, not you. Come on. Alright, I think that was finally the last of the Gunsmith missions, I hope. Yes.
So you finally found that legend of a gunsmith. The guys on the R&D team are dumbfounded. They say he's every bit as good as the stories. With him working for us, you'll be able to customize your weapons. Try it out in the ACC.
You bet, it's why I did all this nonsense. Okay, lost the C rank, that's fine. Staff management, make sure no more troublemakers got in. And I got a couple, alright.
Select unit. Staff dismissed.
Alright, so customize and weapons. This is where the game gets fun. So, let's go to sniper rifles first off. Let's do this one. So you can do all sorts of cool things, like you can change out the barrels, which will give you like effective grouping, but your auto aim is not as good. Muzzle type doesn't really matter, because what I'm going to do is put a suppressor on it. Put better scopes on. So you put with a rangefinder, which is ridiculously huge and bulky. But I like the... There's another scope I don't have yet. It's like a 248, but a 2 and 8 is pretty good. So that's good. Aesthetic rounds. Change the colors. Apply customization. Yes, please. Alright, so assault rifles, here we go. So now I can do a non-lethal, completely non-lethal version. Unfortunately, it's not letting me do... Bummer, it's not letting me do the suppressor on this. I don't know why. You have the stocks. Usually a sharpshooter 2 or 3 is good. So you have better mobility when you're moving around. So you can move and shoot a lot easier. Let's see, dot sight 2. This should do 3 times scope range. That should be fine. Yeah. And I'm guessing, like, basically with... It's been a while, so when you get, like, better guns, like, the better versions of them as well, you can do other things, too. Like, put in, like... There'll be slots for putting hand grips, so you get even better aim, distance shots, and so forth. Alright, so let's see. What else can we do? So let's take this one. Yeah, so depending on the barrel type you put onto it, you can have different, like, lower slot options. So let's see. Closer shot grouping. Okay, so this should be good. So this gives me a lower option. You can also switch out the mags for something bigger, so I can do either a dual, so you reload faster, or just have a higher ammo count, which is cool. Looks dumb, we'll do that. Muzzle type, that doesn't need to be changed. Suppressor! Yes, hey, no vultures, what's up? Gun custom menus in this game now. Oh yes! So I finally unlocked this stupid gunsmith, so now I can finally modify my guns, which is about freaking time. Don't really use flashlights at all. They're kind of pointless for me. Pardon me. But it's a cool thing, you can add in like shotguns, grenade launchers, things like that. I usually just add in like a foregrip. Let's see, stock. Let's put this onto another sharpshooter 2. Let's recolor it. Handguns. I don't think there's anything I really need to do with handguns right now. I don't think I can really do much with this. Yeah, it's a 7 or a 10. I already have a 10 round in that. Pistol accessory. So you can put like a submachine gun on here, but then you block your iron sights, which is not a wise move, so... Doesn't seem to be any difference, just cosmetics, so I'll just stick with that. So that's fine. So what else do we have? So I got non-lethal, but unfortunately, yeah, maybe... No, I can't change it. Yeah, the barrel type, you can't change it just yet, which would give me the underbarrel options, which is what I really want. Shotguns I don't use, grenade launcher. Let's see if I have a bigger mag for this. I do not. Looks dumb, but it's like, it's one of the better ones you can do. Okay. Customization, so sniper rifle, that's pretty much as best we're gonna get for that. So let's see what other weapons I can develop now. So that makes me happy. Finally got that gunsmith. So now I just need a better version of the non-lethal, so then I can start taking that out and not have to worry about killing people constantly. The less people you kill in this game, the better, because it's how you recruit people for your army. Okay, so good.
Development complete.
Development weapons.
Please specify a project.
They're all done in a minute. Assault rifle. Oh geez, so I don't get that to grade 5. Oof. Okay, actually this one is the next one. So this is what gives you undermount. Yeah, so this is the next one I need. 37 for R&D. I might just jack up my R&D team simply just to, like, quickly, just to get them to develop faster for that one. So we'll wait a second.
Complete.
Cool. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess around with things. I'm going to change my people around to make R&D higher. So I will take Intel team. Let's sort these guys by... what is it? Wrong one. Descending, I guess. No, I'm trying to get him by, like... Okay, so I'm not paying attention, so... Wow. Brutal Moose is an S rank.
Select unit.
So that jacks up to 35. Would I need 37? Okay, so I need to do some shuffling around. So R&D... Let's take the lowest people here.
Select unit.
Move you over here to base development unit.
Staff assigned. Select unit.
Wait a minute, that guy's a troublemaker? No, he's a diplomat. Okay.
Select
It's
unit.
like, no!
Staff assigned. Select unit.
I can't do it. Okay, so screw that. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. First of all, let's put people back where they belong.
Staff assigned. Development project has been added.
Okay, so let's take a look one last time, because I think it's 35 or 30. I think it was 37. My memory is terrible. Get going regardless. Mobility up. So this is 37. Yeah. Oof. That's monstrous. Oh yeah, there's like so many guns and you probably don't end up using close to half of these things. But what they do, however, is like, even though I don't use these ones here, they do have accessories that unlock from developing them that can be used. So that's locked. All the good sniper rifles are pretty much locked. That's what I really want. This is a good one. It's bolt action, but it's slow and it hits hard. So this is a semi-auto. You eventually get a non-lethal version of that too. When do I unlock Killer B? I need a missile guidance specialist. Okay, because that's what's going to unlock the best hands down missile launcher in the game.
Please select a mission.
Decoy still, surveillance, machine guns. Let's go for surveillance.
Unit dispatched. Please select a mission.
See if I missed somebody. Ooh, so this one, yeah, that blueprint's really cool. That's like a semi-auto shotgun. Cybernetics, drug developer, and get those two. Botanist. So I don't think it's somebody I've encountered yet or had the ability to do. Yeah, so it's somebody I haven't rescued just yet. What is this mission? Let's get into a mission, actually.
This is an emergency.
Is
we
it?
had 2 intel team agents undercover at the PF Contract Forces of Africa. The CFA have captured them both. They don't have long to live. You've got to get them out of there ASAP.
Oh yeah, this
Since our
mission.
mission at the
Oof.
oil field, we're no longer just business rivals to the CFA. We're enemies, and they want revenge. Our men will be killed the moment the interrogation's complete. And then it won't just be a matter of 2 dead soldiers. Their execution will be a catalyst, sparking resentment within Diamond Dogs against the CFA. Our men will push us to retaliate. Then things will cease to be about business. We'll be starting a personal war.
Cause this is
That's not
all
what we
about a
set out to
personal
do.
war and you getting
The
revenge.
2 men are being held in Kaziba camp. Hurry, boss. They're counting on you. Don't let them down.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Yeah, so this mission's on a time limit. Ooh, let's head back to camp and wash off
Clouds
first.
approaching.
'Cause that's gonna make me stick out like a sore thumb. Because if you have blood on your uniform, your camouflage is no longer really effective. Well, what if your job is waging global warfare, which is technically what it is. They're a PMC, so... Or in this game, a PMC. Oh wait, it's not David Hayter's voice. Can't really do that anymore. I can't really do a Keith or Sutherland bad impersonation, so I won't even attempt it. There's always this like somber sounding trumpet whenever you arrive back at Mother Base. Like, oh no, he's back. Everyone feels sad. Turning around, running. Salute me!
Welcome home, boss.
Keep that morale high. I think around mission 21, 22 or so is when you get quote-unquote attacked at your base. You don't really. You have like, we have an intruder. And then you basically are able to set up like a forward operating base, I believe, at that time, and also a defensive unit.
Join the ranks, boss. I won't let you
Will
down.
patrol those forward operating bases, so there's more soldiers coming in.
Boss, we're ready to develop new equipment. Just give the order.
Roger.
I did! Get to work.
This is B
Come on, game, let's go. Alright. Yeah, so this is the 3-round burst version. I love this one. This is fun.
Quad on station at LZ.
I have to check my money. I have no idea how much money I have right now. Might be... Okay, I'm still in the positive, but not by a whole lot. Under $1 million. Alright, back up to the air. Yeah, so basically the Geist 3, which is basically it's a Glock 19 that's been set for full auto, or at least 3-round burst. Unfortunately, you cannot put a silencer on that gun, which would make it a lot more fun. Actually, there is a... Now, there's not a version of it you can put a silencer on, because that would be awesome if you could. So it's always a loud gun, so you don't really get to use it. Alright, so now that I have all the blood wash off me, let's go do this
Please
mission.
select a mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Okay, select equipment. So even though you have this gun, you need to go to the bottom of the list. And the guns in yellow are the ones that I've modified. So this is the non-lethal, but it's still not silenced, so it's no good. Take the lethal option. Go for that too. And I don't think I modified. Oh, I did modify it. So all I did was put a laser sight and a new fancy color. Okay. You can even modify quiet. So I gave her. She's got the wicked. Let's give her the guilty. C4, hand grenade, night vision. Don't need the night vision. It doesn't matter. I can really hold on to it. Let's switch out character for wet work, because it's a swampy area.
Deploying.
Let's see how this goes, huh? I'm sure I'm going to have this nice stealthy approach, try to tranquilize everybody, and it's going to go blow up again, which seems to be my pretty much standard MO for most stealth games.
Intel team members are being held captive by the PF in that area, the CFA. Your job is to rescue them. They don't have long to live. It appears that one of our 2 men has broken out of the encampment and is on the run. He contacted us to say he was surrounded. That's
Okay, so this is the mission I was thinking of. I am not a fan of this one.
predicted field of movement based on where his transmissions cut off. The other man is still captive inside the encampment. Boss, rescue our men. Extract them both and get them back to Mother Base.
Be careful down there, boss.
The map has been updated. Please select a drop point. Buddy departing area of operations.
I was thinking I had like to sneak into the village, but remember I need to go around this long way, and if you run there forever, you're gonna run out of time. And the game is not up there. We go. So I don't think it's spawned anybody in yet. Crow. D-Walker is the fastest person in this entire game. It's faster than any Jeep you get in any vehicle, so, or even a horse.
Detected.
So if you need to get somewhere stupidly fast, this is the way to do it. Doesn't control too well though, so.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Our staff member on the run. The enemy PF already has.
It was weird. So when I jumped off, it still had me listed as the D-Walker's gun, which is bizarre.
Find our 2 intel team members and rescue them from the enemy PF. We need to get both of them back safe and sound. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Our staff member on the run last contacted us from that forest. The enemy
Analysis
PF already has
complete.
troops spread out in a manhunt to find him. Keep your eyes open. Extract our man before the search team can find him.
Enemy
Check his
presence
location on your
detected.
iDroid.
The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. Analysis for the map has been
All right,
updated.
that's the target. Quickly, extract him while you can.
Dude, lay down. You're damn right it won't. Oh great, they got heavy armor on.
Rescue the other target. At the Kazima camp.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You gotta extract him. Boss, our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back intel on the CFA. Guy deserves a raise. Check it on your iDroid.
The map has
Kazima
been
camp,
updated.
an enemy outpost. It's got
Enemy
good
presence
visibility and not
detected.
many places
The
to
map
hide.
has been
Use the
updated.
landscape wherever possible.
How do they have such laser vision all of a sudden?
Please select a deployment point. Dispatch requested. Please sow supplies requested. Buddy departing area of operations. Supply drop complete.
Really need those like higher rank suppressors. This level 1 stuff is annoying.
Has arrived at site. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Boss, we picked up some movement. The squad is on its way to Gazeba camp. We've ID'd them as some CFA heavyweights. These aren't your everyday reinforcements. Whatever's about to happen, you need to get the target out now.
That's right, the target's underneath here. That threw me off so much with like, it's where's the guy? He's down here in a trench. Oh shoot.
For extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Buddy has infiltrated enemy equipment detected. The map has been supported.
This is why you take out the anti-air radar. Where the hell am I getting shot from? Oh, bitch. They shot the guy instead of me. How nice.
Boss, the target's dead. Mission failed.
Okay, so I'm gonna call in a helicopter, then go in and blow everybody up.
Find our 2 intel team members and rescue them from the enemy PF. We need to get both of them back safe and sound. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look. The other target is inside the encampment. Boss,
Enemy
he doesn't have much
detected.
time.
The map has been updated.
Gazeba camp, an enemy outpost. It's got good visibility and not many places to hide. Use the landscape
Please
wherever
select
possible.
a deployment point. Dispatch
Boss,
requested.
our man you extracted gave us all the intel he could. Now we know exactly where our other agent is being held captive. And he brought back
Buddy
intel on the
departing.
CFA.
Yes, pretty much kill everybody you can as quickly as you can.
The map has been updated.
Sometimes murder is the best option. So unfortunately, it's like I don't have the best camouflage in this place at all. So I stick out like no matter what I do. You think like wetland or forest or anything like that would help you, and it really doesn't. You just still stick out like if you're wearing something bright orange. Helicopter.
Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. You have arrived at your destination.
Come on, game. What the hell? some kind of cover. Here we go. Get on.
Confirmed extraction of both targets. Boss,
Mission
on behalf of all the damage on us,
updated.
Not now, Kaz. Kind of try not to die. And that's the sloppy way. That's the just get the mission done one. This one's a pain in the butt.
Updated.
It's not pretty, but it did the job.
keep it up.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete, boss.
Despite all that, got an S rank. Go figure. Just based on time, I guess.
Good. You captured it alive.
Oh, thank goodness the gerbil's okay. I've been shot 20 times, but the gerbil's good. Quit giving me troublemakers.
Boss, one of the
Side
job
ops
offers
list
we received
updated.
concerns me.
Mission
There's
list
a PF commander
updated.
who's been talking big about getting into the nuclear arms trade. This could be connected to that yellow cake. And there's another contract I'd like you to handle. It's a wet job, but we need to divert Cypher's attention. Check the mission list for the details.
Select unit. Staff dismissed.
Challenge test. Alright, so what did I get? Ooh, Walker gears. Cool.
Development project has been added.
Come on, game. You can do it. I believe in you.
Please specify a project.
Okay, can't do any more simultaneously. Fine. Combat level took a hit. Who died? One injured, one dead. So even if they're injured, if they're not dead, it still takes them out of your rotation for your combat team. So it's still kind of a problem. So let's play a cassette tape.
Boss, Glad still hasn't made any moves. It's got me thinking. What? If you took her on a mission...
So they did away with codec calls, so then you listen to these cassette tapes telling you more about the game's story, but then it's like so loud, it kind of makes it harder to hear events that are going on in the game. So if you're in the field running around doing stuff, it's harder to hear if somebody's coming up on you. So you have to be kind of careful if you are listening to cassette tapes. If you're out in the field, at least. Wait a minute, this says I have a suppressor on it now? What? This wouldn't let me put a suppressor on it before. Game, what are you doing to me? Why are you messing with me like that?
Welcome home, boss.
Roger.
Helicopter drops you off. Call it immediately right back.
This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Thank you.
Good, now hold still.
Gaining altitude.
124. Yeah, cool. Okay, so it's a 248. So it said 2.8, so it's actually a 248, which is perfect because it lets you to do with variable zoom, you know. So that's awesome. So, you fly here often? So what you really need, like one of the best things you can get for Quiet is the cover me skill. Which it's basically anybody she sees, any enemy target, she'll just start killing them instantly or knocking them out if you have a tranquilizer, if you give her a tranq rifle. So it's handy, like, if you come under attack, if you start getting ambushed like I was in the last mission, because she'll just start taking out targets for you. Makes things a lot safer. Okay, so let's see what we got for missions
Please
now.
select a mission.
This one's kind of fun.
There are 6 targets. They're soldiers. The contract is to kill them all. They used to be with a platoon of Mbeli rebels, but then the Buta authorities captured them. There are 2 locations, the Bumphevi plantation and the Kungenga mine. The client is none other than the general they served under. He wants them dead to keep them from talking. A commander murdering his former men. That's what this boils down to.
Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Cancel the mission.
Clouds approaching.
Emmerich is developing the walker gear for you and is supporting the R&D team from confinement.
Buddy, I don't think I don't think this is gonna let me do it, but she has a new outfit you can unlock for, or develop for, which is kind of funny. You have to develop
Please
it.
specify a project.
It's basically her covered in blood. That's all it is. So it'll strike fear in your enemies, but they don't care.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Equipment, primary. Yeah, okay, that does have a suppressor on it. Neat. So I wasn't paying attention to that. Commence mission, doesn't matter what time. So this one has kind of like a twist ending. It turns out to be an escort mission in the end, which is... I'm not a fan of... There's a couple things I'm not a fan of in games. Escort missions, ice levels, and underwater levels. And developers keep putting all 3 of them into video games. Thankfully, there's no ice or underwater levels in this game, but there are escort missions. Fortunately, it's not nowhere near as frustrating as the end of Metal Gear Solid 3 when you're trying to get Eva to go with you, and you're constantly getting assaulted by bad guys, and she refuses to follow. They're like, come along, we need to keep running. She's like, oh, I'm tired, or she'll just sit down. She'll stop and fight people. It's like, run.
He wants them dead to keep them from talking. Check a VI on your iDroid for more information.
So there's 2 locations you can go to. One is all the way up here.
The map has
One of
been
the targets should be
updated.
at the Bumphevi plantation. He made a career change to the local PF and is working as a guard there. First, take a look at the VI, and identify the target from among the other soldiers on site.
And then you have the mine to get to. The mine is where you get the good ending, like the good twist, so to speak. Still hear that helicopter running. Oh, it's an enemy gunship. Perfect. Oh, goody. They just might want to fight.
Buddy has infiltrated and the map has been updated.
And it's racing. It's like, oh, you're going over there? Well, we gotta fly over there real quick.
That's an enemy gunship. A single burst from his machine gun could cut a man in half. Tread carefully, boss.
And it's not letting me mark it on the... Okay, so it's flying over probably towards the mine.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker placed.
There we go.
Marker removed.
That's really handy. If you can put a marker
removed.
on the gunship itself, it stays up on the radar, like on your screen, so you can keep position, so I know exactly where it's at, so it doesn't sneak up.
Extraction arrived at Metabase. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map
That's from
has
heavy
been
plantation.
updated.
The targets are mixed in with the
Analysis
soldiers in that
complete.
base.
Analysis
Use the VI to
complete.
identify them.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
Jeez, this guy walked right through each other.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Don't move his feet.
Not what I wanted to do. Come on. There we go.
Where are your friends?
Well, it's a good thing he knew his friend was a traitor. I mean, he told me exactly what I'm looking for.
Updated.
Oh yeah, Trader Bob, he's over here.
You gotta extract him.
Heads up. Speak. Where are your friends?
I like blueprints.
The map has been updated.
Blueprints.
Marker placed.
Okay, the gunship is coming back.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Get that! Need my help!
it. Our contract was to kill the target, but I'll go with your decision. 5 targets remaining. Head for the Kugenga mine.
Mission info has been updated. You have arrived at your
He's
destination.
coming too. Roger that.
Really?
Outpost captured.
Okay, good. Now I don't have to worry about anybody trying to sneak up and get me here. I can kind of loot the place a little more
Analysis
effectively.
complete.
You gonna extract him?
I don't think there's anything in these tents. No, it's not there. I can't remember. It's like I remember getting all these different pop songs and stuff, and it just seems I'm getting like all these like in-game soundtrack stuff. It's bizarre.
Caution, rain approaching.
Yes. Oh no! Look out! Rain. I'm pretty sure I'm fine. I'm not the Wicked Witch. I'm not gonna melt. At least I hope not. If you stop to think about it, the Wicked Witch of the West, she's green because she could not bathe. I mean, that's probably the reason why. Because if she melts when she gets hit with water, it means she couldn't take a shower or anything. She had to smell horrendously bad. We're gonna stay together communication satellite. Oh, let's get this. This is a cargo loading zone. There it is. Come on, get up the hill. You can do it. I believe in you. Yes, off to heaven it goes. The outer heaven. Well, it's outer heaven. I mean, makes sense. Technically correct.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets.
Darn tootin' I did.
That's put a hole in
Alright,
their
so let's see
air
what's the best
surveillance.
way.
The
Let's
chopper
drop
will be able
a
to get in close
supply
now. You can designate a landing zone near the
Please
outpost.
select a drop point.
right there.
Supplies requested.
Oh, the Coven. Oh, jeez. What? What? Why is there an APC running around? There is no way I can fight that and run. The Coven, I think, is the movie you're talking about, Pat. Actually, a friend of mine, Chuck, he's cousins with, I can't remember how you say her name, Farouk Balk, or whatever the girl's name is. She was in the movie. And whatever it's out because my friend Chuck has... Are you telling me I gotta do that? Oh, son of a bitch.
And then eliminate them.
God, I have to do that all over again. Thanks, game. So apparently there's an APC running around. Perfect. Okay, so that's good to know that an APC might show up because I have no way to fight that thing off if it were to see me. It would have killed me regardless. So now I get to do this all over again.
That's from Heavy Plantation. The targets are mixed in with the soldiers in that base. Use the VI to identify them.
Oh, Broadway play. Okay, so I thought I was thinking like of the craft. No, the craft. That's what it was. Not the Coven. The Craft was the name of the movie I was thinking of. Yeah, so my friend's Chuck with one of the girls from that movie, Farouk, or however you say her name, I can't remember. She told me herself. I'm like, hey, you're the girl from so-and-so. She's like, yep. Yeah, so I went over to my friend Chuck's house because he had a recording studio, and she was just sitting there on the couch watching, like, the Outer Limits. I was like, cool. Neat. Alright, Friendly Tiger, see you next time. Thanks for dropping by. Let me interrogate you, please.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Teen dramas usually are pretty terrible, even for, like, teen dramas.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
And there's a suppressor back here. Magically floating stuff? Yes, I will do it. We'll take.
Analysis complete.
Decoy.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You have arrived at your destination.
Take that, you big dummy.
That's the target. Target extracted. 5 targets remaining. Head for the Kurgenga mine.
Mission info has been updated. Outpost captured.
Okay, so mental note. There is an APC that will be rolling through at some point in time. Do not get spotted by it.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh, a fun way to destroy helicopters. It's really tricky. But there's like a vehicle underneath or something large you can pull up into it. Like if it's flying over it,
Caution,
you can
rain
actually like
approaching.
bring something, cause it to crash. It'll smash right into it and crash it, which is fun to do, but it's pretty tricky. I only managed to do it like twice. I've also done it before by using a bombardment, like an aerial bombardment, where it's actually moving instead of just sitting still. That one you have to really get lucky with your timing.
You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
Yeah. The Bear Grylls one where he's just like, Snake, you gotta look out, you know, Bear, look out. You nearly avoid things and then you just like go and rest in your hotel. Okay, here comes that stupid APC.
Marker removed. Marker placed.
There we go. Haha, mine now. Sucker!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Run away! Well, it's an inefficient way to destroy balloons, but it's fun. Diamonds. Come on, controller. There we go. No, I was thinking like, oh gosh, it's like, I was expecting to just roll right through town and not stop. But then like stopped completely. I was thinking, okay, I might be able to run up to it and get it. But then it just completely stopped, like, well, here's my chance. Pardon me. Supply drop, ammo.
Please select a drop point.
There we
Supplies
go.
requested. Marker placed. Supply drop complete.
Well, trust me, like, if it had seen me again, it would have been a boss fight real quick. Those things are relentless. They will drive up, they will try to run you over. And, like, if you try to hide somewhere, they will drive up to where you are and keep firing constantly with their cannon. So, unless you have, like, a, you know,
Extraction arrived
grenade
at
launcher
North
equipped or
Base.
something, you're not really gonna kill it.
The targets are at the Kungenga mine.
Buddy has
Our contract is
infiltrated
to kill
and the
them.
map has been a development project has been added.
Fly away, little birdie. Fly away. To my zoo in the sky. Okay, so what can I develop now?
Please specify a project. The map has been updated.
Okay, those run out in 3 minutes. That's good. This is what I really want. This bad boy here, or even this. So I'm still short on the R&D team. R&D team.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Enemy presence detected, and the map has been updated.
miss. Well, it's not.
Guard
There we go.
post
Not too
captured.
really uncommon that I miss things that close. Hey, 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 get down.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis
He's coming
complete.
too.
Analysis complete. Development complete.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
These guys aren't gonna bother extracting. I'm just gonna hold them up.
You gonna extract him?
Development complete. Development complete. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, so what now can I develop? Let's see, did troublemakers get out of the brig? Let's find out.
Weather
Okay, so
will
one's still in the
clear
brig, but
shortly.
one's out. Get rid of them as quickly as you can.
Staff
Excellent.
dismissed.
Development.
Please specify a project.
Resources, sell some more stuff. Kinda half tempted to get in a slap fight with that helicopter. It's gonna be a pain later on, especially when I get to the mine. How far off am I from it? And now's the best chance to take it out, so let's do a supply drop. Weapon.
Please select supplies requested.
Because that thing is just going to keep hovering around. It's going to keep following me the entire mission unless I take it out.
Supply drop complete.
So it's just better to just kind of get it out of the way. So what you can do is you can kind of lure it in. Like you can shoot at it. It'll see where you're at and then basically come in guns blazing and try to mow you down with its machine guns. But the mine is like a really big place. And you don't want to have this thing constantly following you, because then the game turns into an escort mission. If this is the level I'm thinking of, which involves children. So, it's like, it's better to just get it out of the way. Hey, you lied! You lied to me! Welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah, it's like the Saturday Night Live, where they're making the old Chris Farley skit. They're making fun of, like, you don't know this, but this is actually Colombian crystals, or Folgers crystals, you know, and the people are like, wow, this is great. You know, and it's like a Swedish television segment. Like, that took 47 reaction shots to get. But sometimes it goes terribly wrong. And it goes to, like, Chris Farley, and it's like, sir, did you really, you know, that's not Folgers, that's Colombian coffee crystals? He's like, you son of a bitch! You lied to me! He starts freaking out, like trashing the restaurant, punching people. It's like, wow. Not what you expect. You lied to me! Yeah, this is like, I hate E-Bomb's World, but this is like one of the few places that actually still has the video up if you want to see it yourself. Okay, here comes the helicopter finally. E-Bomb's World, stealing other people's stuff for since like 2008? Don't know if that got its attention or not.
Development complete. Development complete.
Boss, get down.
Oh, I want his attention.
Enemy gunship. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Development complete.
Oh geez, this is, we used to have like the one that seeks. I am the one who seeks. How did that miss? What? Dead on that last one decides
Snake,
nope.
talk to me.
This is why
Snake!
that missile launcher that locks on is so much better.
5 of the targets should be at the Kugenda mine. Find them.
Why is it setting my checkpoint so far back? Whenever you wipe out an outpost, you should be a checkpoint at that time, so you have to keep doing this. Enjoy your reign, it is your last. Your reign was short-lived. Wow, I am terrible. There we go.
Guard post captured.
It's like deja vu all over again. Alright, let's see if there's like a better route to get to do it later.
Subject on board. Leave
Analysis
the rest to us.
complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete.
On the overhang? Nope, just barely cleared it. Okay, perfect.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Scout.
Marker placed.
Just buying Super Nintendo. Sweet! So you finally took the pair of needle nose pliers to your Super Nintendo, huh?
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
So the question is, do you have any Super Famicom games to play? I don't know if you have any in your collection or not. If anyone doesn't know how to modify your actual Super Nintendo to play Japanese games, cool. There's like two physical, it's a physical restriction, it's a physical block. There are 2 plastic hard tabs inside where the cartridges go, connected to the system. Just take a pair of needle nose pliers and snap them out. They come out super easy.
Updated.
Okay, so that's a flight plan. We should be like right under me at this point, hopefully. Let's do it again. Let's do something stupid. Weapons.
Please supplies requested.
Oh, Super Game Boy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have quite a few Japanese Super Nintendo games.
Supply drop complete.
Drum roll, I have a total of 28 Super Famicom games in my collection.
Marker removed.
How fast does this thing fire? That goes a lot faster. Okay, that's good. And it's got to zoom. There's no way I'm coming any close to hitting that thing.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Don't tell me the game changes its flight path. Okay, here it comes. Wrecked hit first off.
That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Wow, I'm surprised I got it in one hit. That was stupid lucky. Awesome. That went way better than I could ever hoped for. Alright, so let's get a sniper rifle back again now that that's out of the way.
Please supplies requested.
So you only have a Super Game Boy 2, accurate game speed, much less time frame. What was really cool about the Super Game Boy, one of the things I learned probably about last year or so, is that
Supply drop complete.
you know, you think like, oh, it's just an adapter to play them on the games, but it's actually it's like all the guts of an actual Game Boy in those things in order to play the games on your Super Nintendo. It's not like where they had the chip and the Genesis already to play the Master System games. That thing is actually in the guts of a Game Boy to play through your Super Nintendo, which is pretty awesome.
Analysis complete.
Swing and a miss. Swing and a hit.
The map has been updated.
still somebody around because it didn't give me the whole clear thing yet, like the outpost cleared. So somebody is still around.
Talk. Where are your friends?
Well, tell me where the armored vehicle is. Well, guess what, buddy? That thing is gone. That is no longer a threat to my well-being.
Analysis complete.
He's coming soon. Roger that.
Speak. Where are your friends?
Is it another blueprint I don't have? It
The map
is.
has marker placed.
Awesome. This is one of those another wonderful, very, very long missions, so I'll actually be ending my stream when I'm done with this mission eventually. That dude's dead.
You gonna extract him?
There we go.
Outpost captured. Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
I think that's another grenade launcher that I just
Subject on
picked up.
board. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, let's do another supply drop because this game dictates that I must do supply drops because the suppressors suck. Okay, it sounds like something big is outside. There is another APC. Well, I'll be damned. There's two of them. Sneaky jerks.
Sun will set shortly. Marker placed.
Okay, got it.
Marker
I can keep track of it now, so it does not sneak up on me ever again. Alright, so supply drop.
Please select a drop point.
Need to go up this way, so we'll drop it right about here.
Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Marker placed. Development project.
Hey, it's Nimix. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Any word yet on task confirmation, or still waiting to be judged?
Enemy
Reach
presence
the mine.
detected. The
My
map
targets
has
are being
been
held
updated.
captive at that outpost.
Still
The
judging.
eye on your
Okay.
iDroid will show you where they are.
They better judge it to be awesome.
You have arrived at your destination.
I think the one that I highlighted is actually a truck, 'cause I remember a truck rolling up on here. There's a guy right down here. There he is.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
Hands up.
Possibly.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Hey! Prima Europe!
He's coming too. Roger that.
You saw nothing. Nothing.
Оценка ситуації, але є ніде. Stand by.
You gotta extract him.
Sorry, dude. Did I just drop my good gun? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm good. There are a lot of diamonds and a lot of materials around here. There we go. So right over here we got the power generator. See someone running over there. And a comm satellite.
Analysis complete.
Go to sleep. It's past your bedtime. Over the game's like, I'll tell you where the prisoners are, and then they don't tell you where they are, except for I know where they are, so that helps.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
I think there's another comm satellite over... I know that the big radar is in a hut. Like the big main radio is over here in this hut. I think there's another small satellite over here somewhere. Disrupt all their communications so they can't call for backup. Or not.
Marker removed. Analysis complete.
Bird? Oh, he's gonna be hard to get.
You
He's
have
coming too.
arrived at your
Roger that.
destination.
Alright. See you later again, friend the tiger.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
More terrible, terrible 80s music. Not really a fan of 80s music.
Don't move.
Assembly. Monitoring.
Analysis complete.
There we go. Thought there was another poster. There it is. Oh, now I remember where the other one is. Yeah, so let's just have some fun with that. The fire support bombardment,
Please
it's actually up
select a
around.
strike point.
Let's see, where is this at? Orientation. Actually, right here?
Strike requested.
Alle Skaders.
He destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can
Strike will
designate a landing
commence
zone near
shortly.
the outpost.
And I'm falling down a hill. That's a shotgun, that's a problem.
Alles geht weiter, das steht hier. Und wo ist aufgebaut? Alle Geräte scannen your positions.
Extraction failed.
He died from shock. Oops.
Clearance approaching.
I'll call for another supply drop. Ooh, combat challenges. Let's get these confirmed real quick.
Please select a drop point.
Drop that right about here.
Supplies requested.
So I'll be walking through that area pretty soon.
Bingo. You know what to do.
Yes. Hans wants me to murder children, by the way. That should be on the record. Hey, Kaz, remember that time you wanted to murder a whole bunch of kids? Turns out those kids had blood diamonds. They're kind of useful.
Their lives for a fistful of diamonds, huh? And what happens after that? They can't go home. They've only got two options. Heaven or hell.
So why are you aiming down the barrel with your non-existent eye?
Utter heaven.
He's good.
Tape's rolling, boss.
Snake really hates buckets.
How about it, Cause? Looks like our client just got outbid.
And you made the children deaf. Good job. You've traumatized them and made them deaf.
Let's go.
So now this is an escort mission. I gotta get everybody out. So you think, oh cool, there's like diamonds I can pick up there. Nope. There's a whole like bucket, like whole stash of them in the ground, and you can't pick any of them up.
There's some high ground downriver.
Yeah.
I'll have the
Oh,
chopper
dang it,
set
I only
down
wounded
there.
one kid. That's what I get for aiming
the
down the
kids to
barrel with my
safety.
non-existent eyeball.
Listen, the kids don't get hurt.
Oh, now
No
you
matter
want the
what,
kids to
you
not
bring
get
them
hurt
back
after you wanted me
alive.
to straight up murder them? Cause, dude, we gotta
Exit
talk.
the cave and turn left, then pass through the swamp and
You
follow
need
the
some
river
serious
downstream.
help, my friend.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Still gonna help him.
Oh, cool, lets me pick them up now. Before in the past, they're like, nope, you can't pick up any of the diamonds.
Updated. The map has been updated.
Cool, okay. So...
Outpost captured.
So normally you have to take this really long
Requested.
way around.
If even one of those kids
I'm thinking I
die,
can take a shortcut out of here.
be careful.
Caution.
seriously
Rain
leaving him there.
approaching.
Kids, come on.
They
Children?
won't hear you if you're too far. You're those kids' only support out there. You need to give them
Come
orders.
with me, I have a
Lead
faster
them to the
helicopter over
objective
here.
area.
Oh, you son of a
Won't hear
bitch.
you if you're too far away from them. Keep that in mind.
Oh my god, so the game is making me go. It's not letting me take a faster option. Oh jeez, here we go. Sorry kid, I need to put you down. It's time to murder people.
This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived. Support helicopter has arrived.
So hopefully my helicopter's not going to get shot up. It'll go away pretty soon. But yeah, that stinks. Because normally, like other times, you can tell like helicopters to meet you at different
Too
areas.
far away from them.
So you can like pick them up. Like basically, you first rescue Kaz. You can like have the helicopter come land near you, so that way you don't have to fight the skulls at all. This time I decided not to do that, and it's gonna make you go the long way around.
Marker placed. Marker removed. Support helicopter has arrived. Support helicopter has arrived.
Roger.
So I'll have to move there just so it doesn't keep getting shot.
Analysis complete.
This is Pequot. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ.
Neat little thing that can happen in this game. If somebody passes out in a river, they will drown. If you don't extract them out
Support
fast enough.
helicopter has arrived. Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that. They won't hear you if you're too far away from them.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. Analysis. The map has been updated.
There's one more group of people I have to worry about. It's over here.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that. Looks like they found out the kids escaped. The enemy's gonna tighten security. They'll be coming after you. Watch your back.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There might be like one or two more people. I'm not sure.
You gotta extract him.
Yeah, there's projected somebody else out here.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
They won't
updated.
hear you if you're too far away from them.
Kids, wait.
Analysis complete.
I think that's everybody. Yep. Okay, good. It's $1 Million Sound Man.
Enemy presence
There they are back
detected.
there. They're coming
The
for
map
me.
has been updated.
Get out of Dodge. Get onto the helicopter. Now, for fun, one time I did this mission, and come on, dude. And I didn't pick up any of the kids. I just got on the helicopter myself, said screw the kids. Then all of a sudden, magically, all the kids were on board.
Extraction arrived at mother base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Development project has been added. Mission has been updated.
Put the target on the chopper.
Oh, now you kids get lazy. Come on, get up.
Alright, target extracted.
So the big thing with Kojima is he was supposed to have, like, this game's gonna be about, you know, like, child soldiers and all sorts of, like, hard topics that people don't want to talk about, and then, like, none of that happens. You bring kids onto the base, and then that's it. Like, you don't deploy them to the field or anything, you don't train them to be child soldiers. You put them up and, like, teach them to, like, put them in school and everything else. It's like, okay, well, there's no drama here. This is another ball that Kojima dropped. He didn't finish the plot line for it.
Updated.
He had ideas, but he just didn't follow through on them. Which is Kojima, really.
Development complete.
Departing!
Extraction arrived at mother base. Enemy presence detected. The map has been development.
Yay,
project
water
has
pistol.
been added.
Alright, cool. That's gonna come in handy for a little bit.
Mission complete. Boss.
So water
that was
pistol can actually be
exceptional.
used to short out electrical equipment. Pardon me, like generators. And also the satellite equipment, which doesn't make sense because it stands out in the rain, no problem. So that way you can take out those things instead of having to use like a gun or explosives to make a lot of loud noise to do it. However, that takes up your tranquilizer gun spot, so you can only have a water pistol and then like a main gun, like a main rifle. So you have to really kind of pick and choose when you're going to use it.
There's an African civet. In Indonesia, coffee beans harvested from civet dung go for a high price. I've never heard of people doing that in Africa, but wouldn't mind giving it a try.
So, to translate, if you didn't follow along with that, it eats coffee beans, it poops them out, and then people make coffee from it because it has flavoring from the intestines of that thing. No thank you. When people say the coffee tastes like crap, in that case, it really does. A lot of people. Boss, I told you to murder these children.
What you thinking, boss?
I'm thinking that he's tougher than he looks. A little training, he'll make himself useful.
Never like kids. Especially ones with guns.
Let's look at that kid just didn't pull the trigger and waste them.
See, kid's a natural.
No. He's no natural. Far from it. You probably noticed on the way in, we've expanded housing. They'll have their own quarters, separate from ours. Won't be counted as staff.
Well, that's convenient.
So what, we're running a daycare now?
They'll learn how to read and write. Do basic jobs.
A chance at a real life. Just not from behind a gun.
Pretty much.
Being behind a gun's what we do, boss. There's no room for angels in our heaven.
So we're gonna train children soldiers, but we're actually not gonna do that. We're gonna teach them, and they'll learn and become educated and never fight and be deployable in the field, and it's a non-thing. Then they'll be part of the ending of the game that gets cut.
Clouds approaching.
Oh, there, how's it going?
Welcome home.
Helicopter back. Go back to the airborne command, and then we'll call it for tonight.
Gaining altitude.
subject.
Quite disappeared. Alright, and once again, we've reached the end of the stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Nimix, No Vultures, Patrick, Friendly Tiger, and let's see who else. Ronnie! Ronnie showed up too. So yeah, thanks for all hanging out. It's always fun to stream. Yeah, it's always more fun when you have people show up, so that's cool. I'll be probably streaming again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like always. Just not really sure what I'll be streaming. Probably might do this again, do some more missions or something else. I'll figure it out. Probably gonna be this. I tend to do like 2 days of Metal Gear Solid 5 in a row, then play something different. So of course you can always follow me or stalk me on Twitter at Wurzel555. I always post up ahead of time, usually an hour or two in advance, when I'll be streaming or if I need to cancel for whatever reason. Of course, if you don't know what time 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is, just type it into Google and it will tell you right off. So that's it there, and thanks for hanging out. And I will see you tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see. Let's roll some delicious end-of-stream movies. See you guys later.
9 years ago, their private army was decimated by a secret organization. These men promptly escaped to a new base off the coast of Africa. Today, still hunted by XOF, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can fight them, maybe you can hire the D-Dogs.